What's up you guys, I'm Dan, this is Frugal Not Cheap. Today we'll talk about how I still don't have my Tesla FSD camera retrofit and why I'm starting to get a little bit bummed about it. So, just in case this is all kind of new to you, Tesla cars are known for having really good driver assistance features. They have excellent capability on highway using something called Navigate on Autopilot, where they're able to do all the highway driving, including lane changes, on and off ramps, etc. Really from on-ramp to off-ramp near your final destination. But on city streets, they are not as capable. And so there is this beta program called the Full Self-Driving Beta. Of course, there is a quite expensive payment that you have to make in order to get the full self-driving hardware and software on your car. Actually, the hardware is kind of already there in most of the cars, so really it's just a software thing where they can turn it on. But it's $15,000 now, I think. I was able to get it for, I think I paid either $3,000 or $5,000 because my car came already with Navigate on Autopilot. The pricing scheme has changed over the years. And what it is, the goal is for the car to be able to drive itself on city streets, really kind of paving the way for fully autonomous driving and a fleet of robo-taxis. So what you do is you sign up for the beta, which I did. I signed up for the beta a long time ago. It keeps track of your driving behavior and gives you a safety score, which they also use for insurance purposes if you have Tesla insurance, and they're expanding to many markets, by the way. Based on the safety score, you are either eligible or not for the full self-driving beta software package, and then you're able to download that. And then as long as you continue to drive safely with it, because it does kind of make sure that you're paying attention to it, as long as you don't get too many strikes, then it will keep you in the program. If you're being an idiot with it, it will kick you out of the program. Unfortunately, however, so-called legacy Model X and Model S cars like my own had a slightly different camera setup than the newer ones that came out with the Model 3 and the Model Y. And really it's just their ability to perceive color. And so part of the deal of buying the FSD package is that any hardware upgrades that are required along the way will be paid for by Tesla. So back in November of 2021, Tesla announced that it would begin a program of retrofitting cars like my own with the new cameras so that they would then have all the hardware necessary for their current iteration of the full self-driving beta. Then here we can see the actual post from Tesla. This is still up on their website. They're saying that you're eligible for a complimentary upgrade, and it says that you can schedule the upgrade on the app. So I'm not the only one who's still waiting. As we can see here at the Tesla Motors Club forum, there are some other people, some that got it, but then there are some other people that have still been waiting about 10 months as I have. I have been in touch with the Tesla service team to try to get this done. So I got in touch with them a little bit before my birthday in August. I was really hoping to get this as kind of a birthday present, but no such luck. They told me that the retrofit was not yet available for my VIN number, so I guess they're doing blocks of VINs, something like that, in order to kind of, stagger this rollout. So I got in touch with them again early this month. They said to check in the next month, so I checked in early September, and they're currently reviewing it. I haven't heard back yet on the final status, but hopefully they'll be able to do it this month. I will certainly keep you posted. Because yeah, it's been about 10 months now, and I was really hoping to have it quite some time ago, maybe within the first half of the year, so that I could be out there giving you my real hands-on experience with full self-driving beta, letting you know how I think, how close we are to fully autonomous driving and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to coming out. But at the same time, I haven't been in all that much of a rush because frankly, while the software is extremely impressive and does some pretty amazing things, it was really not at a point where I would feel relaxed using it on a daily basis. Yeah, generally, like I follow a lot of YouTubers and watch their full self-driving videos, and it would kind of tend to do, some dumb things every now and then, things that were unsafe and you actually really needed to be paying attention the whole time. But the reason why I'm starting to get bummed out that I don't have the retrofit yet is because the software's starting to get really good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump over to my computer, and together we're going to watch just a few short clips to demonstrate the capabilities of the software and why I'm really itching to start to get it, hopefully sooner rather than later, so we can both enjoy that experience together. Hey guys, alright, so I think the first really important thing to talk about here, that the new development in the full self-driving beta software is its ability to take unprotected left-hand turns. This means left turns where there is no traffic light that is stopping traffic. In other words, you will need to pay attention to traffic that's not only coming from the left, but also from the right on the opposing, on the opposite side of the road. And then in this case also where there is a median and the potential use of the median as a safe zone to park the car and break that maneuver into two parts, one crossing the traffic coming from your left, and then the other getting into the flow of traffic, completing that left-hand turn with traffic coming from your right. So this was the kind of the big improvement that came in what they called FSD beta version 10.69. Nice. Basically, they had been at I think 10.2 was the latest point. No, 10.12 as we can see here. But they thought that it was such a significant improvement that it was worth calling it 10.69. And I do think that the improvement was quite remarkable. So here we are. This is a guy named Chuck Cook's channel. He just seemed criminally unsubscribed, though he does have a few more subscribers than we do. But thank you guys for getting us closer to 500 subs. Yeah, just be great if we can keep that going and try to get good information out to other people. Hopefully, you've been finding these videos helpful and entertaining and whatnot, and we can kind of get more people to be able to enjoy that as well. In any case, he does really, really good work, spends a whole lot of time testing he's got tremendous patience to test the same thing over and over and over again, which in this case are these unprotected left turns. So I just want to show you kind of what this new behavior is over here. So here is this first attempt with version 10.69. And so we'll just pause here for a second because this all might be pretty new to some of you. So his car is the white car over here, obviously facing this truck. You can see the truck here in the front view at the top section. Bottom left is a drone view, which he's got, which is really, really cool. So there's this car in white and it's getting ready to make this left turn. And as we can see here, there are 3 lanes traffic coming from the left. Then there's a nice median, and then there are 3 other lanes going the other way. And so in the past, what the car would try to do is it would wait until it was totally clear on all 6 lanes before trying to attempt the maneuver, and knowing that there would be enough of a gap to do that whole thing, which of course is many, many seconds and very difficult. The other thing that it didn't do is it didn't really signal its intentions to the driver very well. You didn't know if it was just creeping forward to get a little bit better view, out that way to see if there's traffic coming, or if it was going for it. So that, of course, would be very unsettling. So now, as we can see here in the right, there is some new stuff going on. So those cars are in blue because it's paying attention to them. Cars that is just kind of like, they're there, are normally gray. And you can see that little wall there, that is its creep limit. So that's how far the car is telling you it's going to creep forward before it stops, and then it will check visibility and then go from there. So let's just see what happens here.
I might get my first median usage here. Let's see what happens. Right turn, it needs to wait in the median. The left lane is open.
All right, so this is really, really cool. So Chuck's getting really excited about it too, so you'll hear his excitement in a moment. But you can see there, it had the creep limit. It stopped, then it found that it was safe to proceed. It proceeded, and then not only did it stop in the median, but you can see that it's angled the car in such a way that it fits well within the median, and it's also positioned appropriately in order to continue the maneuver, continuing this left turn. So let's hear Chuck's excitement about it.
It waited in the median for the first time ever in my car. That was an unprotected left turn in 2 steps. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, this is really now extending the capability of the system a lot, right? So before, right-hand turns, especially, very easy. Protected left-hand turns, also very easy for it. But man, now it's really able to do quite a bit. And then this initial rollout, version 10.69, it had tremendous success. So there's one success. Then let's come back here. You can see here the car is, let me back up a little bit since we're beyond the creep limit there. And I'll just kind of let you see the full thing.
It's wide open.
I'm going to mute Chuck a little bit here, but we can see here it is, down to the median. Again, good positioning, traffic is clear, it keeps going.
So that was a good one.
Now, the stuff that I get really excited about here is, let me see if I can find it. All right, here's one that's really cool. You can see that there is a car that's already in the median, so it's going to have to figure out what is that car going to do, right? And obviously that car is going to take a left turn, and it's kind of doing the same thing that, we want to do, which is to use that median as a safe zone. So here comes the car, pulls a U-turn, and you can see it's blue while it's saying, oh, okay, I got to pay attention to it. Then once it's passed, then boom, here we go. So in this video, Chuck did a total of 12 different unprotected left turns. He did 9 of them on the same exact intersection. God bless him for doing that over and over again. But then he did the rest of them, the other 3, at different intersections, and those were largely successful. So again, he had 1 disengagement out of 9 on the first intersection, then 3 new ones, all successful, for a total success rate of 11 out of 12, which was incredible for this FSD beta 10.69. So that got me really excited. Unfortunately, what's happened is that they've issued out 10.69.1, a little point release to hopefully fix some phantom braking, and then 10.69.1.1 as they were becoming a little bit more confident in it. But unfortunately, in this new point release, 10.69.1.1, it seems to have regressed in some way, and it's not as good at picking the particular gaps. Now, he was doing this in relatively heavy traffic, as we can see on the screen, but still, its success rate fell down from 11 out of 12 down to 5 out of 10, just 50%. So hopefully they're going to address that in the next point release. I don't know what happened there. This happens. Maybe they made a tweak, they need to retrain, and then it'll be even better than before. But either way, it's still this version is still quite a major improvement, and there's a lot of new stuff going on in the architecture, stuff like the occupancy network, etc., which is probably a little bit beyond the scope. But basically, it has a sense of where all the objects are in 3D space without the need to label what they are. So it doesn't need to know this is a fire hydrant to know that there's a thing there where the fire hydrant is, and that it probably shouldn't crash into it. All right, so that's Chuck Cook. He's got some really good stuff. Then Dirty Tesla also has some good experience here with the with FSD Veja 10.69. .1.1. He says it brings back the magic, and he drove it around in downtown and had a really good experience with it. I don't know of any really sort of cool things that happened in this particular video, but you can see that clearly he's happy with the performance of the FSD beta in its current state, and I just wanted to put him up because I do like his videos, and he's someone that definitely, if you're interested in this kind of stuff, would be good to check out. And then just this morning, AI Driver, who's out in San Francisco. So kind of cool thing, Chuck Cook's in Florida. Let's see, Dirty Tesla, he's like in Michigan, I think. Yeah, because he goes to downtown Ann Arbor a lot. And then here we've got AI Driver, who's out in San Francisco. And he's got a video that he put up this morning, which is a full hour of completely disengagement-free driving in his Tesla. And he does some pretty cool stuff where it looks like you're following the car from behind, and looks like he changed the title of it. But you can see, here this thing where it looks like we're following behind the car, and then just look at those visualizations. They're just incredible. And here is basically a time lapse of a full hour with 0 disengagements, and just I don't know, it's amazing, no lane lines, very narrow roads, driving through these narrow gaps made between 2 rows of cars that are parked on both sides of the street. Just amazing what it can do. And of course, the software is really good here in San Francisco. But you saw just a minute ago dodging like one of those garbage dumpster things, you know what I'm talking about. And just, it's absolutely incredible. Waiting for pedestrians, letting you know its intentions when it's going to change lane, where it projects its path to go to, stopping for all the stop lines, following all the traffic lights and signs. It's just awesome. So guys, that's why I am really excited to get this software, to get the hardware so that I'd be able to get the software in the future. So fingers crossed that's going to happen sometime. I don't know when, but really keen to get it, to show it off to you. And then also because you can see here, you can relax a lot more using it. I will of course keep my hands on the wheel. I will of course keep engaged, but it will be nice to know that it's very unlikely that it's going to be doing stupid things, right, when we're driving. In the more complicated scenarios, I will of course pay much more attention. But in simple things like we're just going straight down on a road, I won't have to worry so much about. I mean, I won't really have to worry at all. I never had, but yeah. Anyway, I'm excited about it. Hope you're excited too. Really cool to see what's going on there. Tesla, by my estimation, is leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else in the space because they have a generalized approach where this car could be the first car driving autonomously through all these areas. It doesn't need HD maps. It just figures it all out based on vision and the map data, and it is awesome. All right, well, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.